What is up, guys? It is Tony here, and today we are doing a video of how to photo, my normal series I do weekly about photography, but we're talking about something that's not really about photography. We're talking about this, the Google Glasses, or Google Glass as they're supposed to be called, but I still call them the Google Glasses. But regardless, this Google Glass device actually is not a camera specifically, but let's talk about the images it takes. Many times when new phones come out and all sorts of different types of devices, including watches that have cameras in them and have phone capabilities, people like to talk about those main features and capabilities, but I like to focus on the little things like the camera quality of this device. Now, obviously, this is a small camera. This is a camera that is meant to be on a phone, probably not the most expensive phone. It only shoots 720p video, and it's not exactly an SLR sensor. It's a very small digital sensor meant for taking just quick snapshots whenever you're out on the go and you want to remember a moment. But you still want to have something that does a good job, something that takes good low light photos if possible, and to some extent keeps up with the Joneses, if you will. So today I'm going to be talking about my opinions on the camera quality of the Google Glass. So I've used the camera a lot. I've used the video feature quite a lot. I've been doing a lot of vlogs. If you want to check those out, you can actually go ahead and click the link in the description and see full videos, but I'm going to play some clips while I am talking. So in terms of the video quality, it's 720p video. It looks better than camcorders I used to use, like the Flip Minnow HD. It looks up there with the Flip Minnow HD for sure, which is impressive for something this small that fits right onto your head, on where glasses would go. It's pretty impressive. Now in terms of photo quality, the photo quality varies. There's been times where I've taken photos that have amazing detail, and I'll actually show you one. And actually there are photos that I've taken that actually have extremely cool depth of field and bokeh. The thing is that of course it has a small sensor, but it still has a pretty wide aperture. It has an aperture of f2.5, and I've seen it go down to shutter speeds of 1/15 of a second, and I've also seen the ISO jump from 80 at lowest all the way up to 1600. I'm not sure what the physical specs are. I don't think they've even been released yet, but this is the photo data that I am getting personally out of my device. The f2.5 aperture is very wide, so you get good lighting, but the problem is once you go into anywhere slightly low light, not even like super low light concerts, I'm talking about if you're in a room with just one incandescent bulb up in the ceiling, and the lighting looks good enough for you to see, the camera is going to have a lot of problems. One thing I noticed is a lot of grain. I was taking some photos of my dog while we were watching TV, and there's a lot of grain. But in terms of photo quality, it's up there with most of the generally affordable cameras out there that are on phones. I'd say it's up there with the iPhone 4, maybe. It definitely isn't iPhone 5S quality. It isn't Galaxy Note 3 quality, but it does a pretty good job of taking the photos you need to take. When you're in good lighting positions, it looks incredible. The shutter speed is great, and the aperture is very nice too. In terms of focusing, it actually does have an auto-focusing system. I've noticed when I get close to something, it does focus onto that object, and sometimes it'll back focus, which means it'll focus on the objects in the background that you didn't want in focus. So selective focus is pretty difficult to do with an interface like this. I wonder if there would ever be a way they can do it. I can imagine them doing like a center focal point, and when you hold two fingers and you look around, kind of like when you're web browsing with it, you'd be able to choose where your focus is. Because I feel like the focusing could be a little bit better. But otherwise, the camera quality is acceptable. It's up there with most mobile phones nowadays. It's definitely not 4K quality. It's more back with the iPhone 4s and things like that when they had 720p recording. It does the job, it's great for the size of it, and I really don't think there needs to be a lot of major improvements to the camera. I'm going to go ahead and leave the rest of the video to you. I'm going to let you guys comment below and tell me what you guys think of this video. Tell me what types of videos you want to see in the future of these Google Glasses. I really want to be able to give you guys as much information as possible in case you are considering buying it early, or if you're considering entering the Explorer program, or if you are waiting until it comes out. That's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I am Tony, and I'll see you guys next time.